Beautiful day in my backyard.
Permaculture design course that I participated in, as well as Permaculture, a designer's manual. It's a book. Spends a considerable amount of time with chickens, describing the benefits of chickens. Benefits of chickens to a smallholder, integrating it into the recycling of nutrients on the land. And this right here is my chicken coop that I'm building. I participated in a course in 2013. So after 8 years, I suppose it's time I get some chickens and have the actual experience. Well, it's been slow building it. I'm not entirely excited about carpentry, but that's okay. When it's finished, it's finished. And that's when I'll get some chickens. I'm going to show you some of the details. Chicken coop that I'm building here in my old shed. This shed was built out of recycled garage that I had torn down, and these planks here are from a recycled house. They're oak planks. Supposedly, this is from 1850, so that's really old wooden planks there. But the coop is about 7 feet long and 3.5, 4 feet wide, and I'm going to be putting plywood over the top of the floor. Now I think these planks are going to be really good. You know, I think the advantage is they're going to help keep the coop cooler in the summer and warmer in the winter. And I think it's also a little bit of a noise reduction, so they can get better sleep at night. But that's where the entrance is for them to go out, and I'm building an outdoor run as well. And I'll probably have some type of a entrance here where they can go into this garden, and I'll switch them. There's 3 gardens here that this shed is next to, and I can switch off, kind of like victory gardens. One year they can go one way, one year they can go another way, sort of thing. I've got a couple of these old doors that I bought at a rummage sale, and this is going to be where I can have an entrance into the coop for me. There's the other side right there. So it's going to come out to about here, and then on this portion of the coop I'm going to build a nest box coming out. And otherwise this will be chicken wire. There'll be a chicken wire door inside of here. I got a little bit of a drag up here because I guess I got put a bunch of weight up there. That's why it's dragging on there. But in the wintertime I can close this, and it'll keep the wind from getting in there, and in the summertime I can open it, and then the open air of the shed will help airflow in the coop. But the 2 problems I see with chickens is, one, you have to be there all the time to feed them, and that's one reason why I haven't got chickens yet. I mean, Permaculture has all this stuff about chickens. It even devotes a lot of time in the course on chickens. And I used to raise and race pigeons, so I kind of understand the process of it. Now with pigeons, as an aside, I had an open loft at the time, and there were periods of time when I didn't feed them for a week, and they went out and fed themselves. Now, who knows, I might turn this into a pigeon coop yet. But I should have chickens, because that's what I learned about it in this course, and I want to have some experience with chickens, right? But I'm incredibly unmotivated when it comes to carpentry. I just got to be in the right mood, so here it is unfinished. I started it last fall. Yeah, I could tell you what I'm going to do, or what I think I'm going to do, but that doesn't mean I'm going to do it, at least anytime soon. We'll see. I'm kind of weird when it comes to projects like this, where I feel like doing it, and I'll work on it for a day or two, and then that's it. A few weeks later, a few months later, in this case a half a year later, I'm looking at it again. And here I'm going to have a water system here. So the rain flow that flows off the shed roof, I'll be collecting in this tank. This is another project that I'm half finished. Maybe I'm just incredibly lazy. But I sunk these cement tubes into the ground, filled them with cement. I had a stand here for them just out of cedar posts, and there's something loose down there where one of the posts kept sinking. And I did a couple of things with it, and it kept sinking, and finally one day the tank got filled up from a big monster rainstorm, and the whole thing collapsed.
So what I did was I built I dug down 3 feet, and then I dug a huge footprint. It's like a big ball, you know, and actually the top is a ball, and then the bottom is flat. So it's a large footprint. So hopefully it doesn't sink this next time. But I got these posts here. I'm only gonna cut them maybe 2 to 3 foot high, and then I'm gonna build a platform to put that tank on. And I got a old tub for a worm farm, and this is the shade side of the shed, so we don't want to overheat the worms. Then I have got a space here for collecting water in open barrels. Now in the summertime I don't want to do it because you got mosquito problems, but when we have frosts and in the wintertime I can collect water. It doesn't matter if this freezes in here. And I've got a couple of ferments going. Let me see if I can get my... You can see this is ice right here. And there's a coating of molds or whatever that happens with the ferments. But you can see if I dig in here a little bit, it's green. But it's still frozen right there too. You can see there's green there. So when the plants that I put in here ferment, they stay green. And now I've got my material to start composting, my aerobic composting with in the spring when you can't find green material here growing yet. So this is a spot for open barrels and fermenting. Now I'm going to be making a compost heap pretty soon, and these two will be empty. So now there's 2 more barrels I can use for storing water, and these have a screw top lid. So I can screw that lid on after it's full of water, and then mosquitoes can't get at it. And then that's water for beginning the next ferment. So that's the back side of the shed, and this water will be connected into the chicken coop so I don't have to carry water in. And then this is the outdoor run. I started on it. I've got chicken wire. You can see the chicken wire here. It's underneath the ground. There's at least a foot of soil over the top. I dug the soil out, put chicken wire down, and put soil back. And that way I don't have weasels, mink, raccoons, everything that wants to eat a chicken or chicken eggs. Rats, mice the chickens will eat, so I'm not worried about that. The chicken wire is going to go all the way around on this cattle panel. It'll be a dome of cattle panel and chicken wire. Now I'll put a door in here. I can access the door. So this will be a chicken run most of the time, but there may be a time when I'll put the chickens into one of these other 2 gardens, and then I'll grow something in this chicken run. Something fast like 60-day radishes in the fall or something. Like for instance, right now I'm growing garlic over here, and that'll be done in August. The garlic is coming up very, very nicely right now. I gotta pull this chicken wire off. But so in August, when I pull all this garlic out of here, I can redirect the chickens into this garden, and they, chickens will pick all the pests and all the weed seeds out and prepare it for next year. And at the same time, I can be growing a crop of 60-day radishes in this one. So, and then we have the other garden on the other side. That's enough. I'm going to have the entrance right in there. Entrance and exit into this chicken run. I'm going to have to trim this off pretty soon.